And for those of you wondering, I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the minute and 56-second mark. And 1-0 and go. Alright, I'm pumped up for this, especially since it's seemingly going to focus on Yabuto and Gabumon. It's been a while since I felt they've had any major amounts of action, considering the fact that lately it's been Taichi that's been getting all the cool stuff lately. That tower kind of reminds me of the towers that were in Digimon 02 a little bit. What the? Okay, how in the world was he captured, though? Kind of feels a bit rushed, though. I actually would have loved to have seen the scenario where Gabumon actually got captured. Because this feels like it's the middle of a Digimon 2020 episode. But you know what? I'll give Toei the benefit of a doubt. Hopefully they'll show a flashback and everything will be square. I hope for his sake there's some clothes nearby. This is looking adorable. I mean, talk about... I like how he's got like zero embarrassment about the situation. But you know what? This is cool though. This is cool. Huh. I actually like it on a quick runabout way. They just explain everything that Joe's doing without needing to show it. It actually saves a lot of screen time. No, seriously, that tower kind of looks like the towers that were around in Digimon 02, especially with like the darkish design and the tip on it too. Or I could just be imagining shit, but... Wait, I recognize that! I know I saw that before in another Digimon series. Just... my mind isn't immediately recollecting it from the get-go. Jeez! I apologize for the sneezing. Okay, that was just absolutely creepy. At the very least, it's just sending it to the Dark Crystal, not himself, though, because if he were, he'd... seems like he'd be an absolutely overpowered opponent. And yeah, it does. Thankfully, though, it doesn't look like he's going to immediately sacrifice Gabumon, though. So that at least gives him some... okay, at least now we're seeing, finally, Gabumon actually act on his own on occasion. Alright, because I was kind of wondering, why didn't he just Digivolve Gatomon into his Omega form? That's what I was wondering. Which is one of the stories I always preach. They should use their Mega forms more often. But in saying that, I will admit, it does increase the stakes, though. Because at least here, it's going to give Gomamon a chance to shine, because we haven't seen him in enough dangerous opportunities. Well, more like he doesn't have a choice. Oh, just the way Gomamon's eyes light up. Have the opportunity to show it. It's fucking adorable. Oh no 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 no! Not a cute little Gobblemon. Oh shh. I mean, yeah, the plan is pretty sound. Trying to work off of long distance first before going into close quarter combat is always smarter. Well, unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna work one bit though. Damn! That is some range right there. Oh, that's so cute seeing a Agumon and Ikaria playing like that. And then you see then you see cute little Toma just absolutely annoyed. Aww. Well, yeah, they're gonna have no choice but to have absolute faith in them. The thing is, though, their survival might have just been depending on luck, though. Yes, Yamato and Gabumon are skilled. I'm just noticing that the character designs look off model, at least in that shot, because Takaru, Taichi, and Koshiro's chins look way smaller than usual. You can definitely tell at least whoever's in charge of the episode isn't one of Toei's ace teams. Just going, aww. At least finally they're acknowledging the divorce thing that I was hoping they'd acknowledge. Because that's something that I really liked in the original series. I just hope here we get more detailed explanations on the whole scenario, though. Sort of like the original. Because if they just mention it, the line like that, and they leave it at that, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. Because I remember the original series giving at least a decent amount of chunk on screen time on that in a specific episode. Because the series already kind of fucked up in not having Wizardmon show up to be the catalyst for Anjouwomon to Digivolve. So that'd be a lot of a missed opportunity if they fuck that up. And I'd be pissed if they fuck that up. Oh, that's so fucking cute. I mean, who wouldn't want to be involved with that little creature, though? But you know what? I guess here Yamato would have the most realistic personality, because who in the hell would want to be involved in danger? And I like that now we're seeing it's his time to protect Gabumon, instead of him being protected from him straight up. So you know what? This actually gives the episode an extra emotional punch. Interestingly enough, when it comes to these flashbacks, they look like they're done from a different animation director, because they're actually well animated. Because you have a lot of the bounciness. And even the chin and the neck of Yamato here is drawn way better. Oh, so that explains why their bond is so deep from the get-go then. At least when they first introduced Yamato. Oh, damn. Just love the way you picked up her cute little Gobblemon as like a football. It's cute. And it's nice to finally get to see the birth of the Gobblemon that we all know and love too. Damn! Talk about quite the entrance right there. Aw, and I'm assuming this is our best friends for life, but at least right where it started. Oh man, that's so much. Oh, that's cute. I think that's the affectionate side that Yamato should show off more often. I think he'd be better off. But you know what? I like this though, where he only shows his affectionate sides to select people like either Gabumon or Sakaru. All right, Zoe. You had me worried in the first few minutes of the episode, I ain't gonna lie, but now you're winning me over. Don't fuck it up, Zoe. This is some good shit. Oh yeah, the epic theme! Dun, dun. Yeah, there's no way that Gabumon's gonna be destroyed, though. I figured Yamato's gonna find a way of showing up right before things escalate further. Shame they don't have any like earplugs or anything of that nature to. It looks like the it looks like the foot soldiers aren't being affected by the sound. They're gonna have to use the ultimate. Okay, come on, dude. Utilize the ultimate form. So okay, at least that shows you that if the sound hits you, you're gonna be affected regardless, even if. So what, he's gonna read the textbooks about the information about sound in order to try to get a better idea how to block it out? Or is he going to put some little pages into his ears as sort of like an artificial earplug to see if that's going to have a better effect? Oh, no, 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 no. Huh? Has he lost his mind? Or maybe he's trying to use the sound waves and utilizing his voice so that the others are affected their senses. That's going to be my guess to what Joe's trying to do. If he spoke to that to multiple bits of children, they'd probably be knocked out by now, especially ones that absolutely hate math. But hey, you know what? Finally, we're seeing Joe actually get to do something instead of just sitting around not doing much. He finally gets to be useful. About damn time, too. You better have that going John Rings thing. That he promised when he was doing that weird ass chant. Oh! That's actually pretty damn smart right there. I like how the Digimon's trying to, like, affect the rocks without the pipes falling and it ain't fucking working. Good. Good! Yeah, get wrecked, bitch! And I just love Yamato's bravery and his lack of fear of heights. Yo, that is absolutely cool. Honestly, though, he's in a good spot because this Digimon that they're facing, it looks like at worst he's going to have Goemon utilize his ultimate form. But that's about it. I don't think it's going to go anything beyond that, at least I would hope. Oh, no, I hope nothing happens to the Chibiakomon. They look cute! Okay, now it looks like he's either about to summon something or oh no 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 oh wait, so it can affect humans too? What the fuck? No, Yamata's gonna want to step forward though because he ain't no coward. Damn, yo, he's got balls of steel. Gabumon, that's gonna have the opposite effect. With you saying that, it's gonna encourage Yamata to save you even more. Aww. Oh no! Oh man, that's fucking. Oh man, that is absolutely wholesome adorableness right there. I love it. Where you see when it comes to Yamato. Oh, I was actually about to say that where Gomon changed him. He's become a much more lighthearted individual and a person that can appreciate other people too, aside from just Takaru and his immediate family. That's something really damn beautiful right there. Is he gonna say my best friend? Oh, he's gonna say my very first friend. That's probably what he's gonna say. Yes! Ho ho! Yeah, it definitely has to be ultimate. I don't think, at least against this one, I don't think he's gonna be using his mega form yet. Because it's too early for that. Da-na-na-na. Yes, the Extreme Fights soundtrack. Yes! I listen to this track like once a day, so I have it memorized in my mind, like the name, and even some of the lyrics too. Oh, that is beautiful. Da, da, mm-hmm, na, 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 na. Yeah, I was wondering when he was going to use the ultimate form because they usually only play Extreme Fight when the ultimate forms are utilized. Gaku, Ganina Ise. And then this part of the Extreme Fight track is my absolute fave. Whoa, they're finally giving room on some good animation. I'll bow down. Yo, and the cloud movements, it look good! Na 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 na. Yo, that Digimon ate it, didn't even try to dodge it. That is probably not gonna work. But hey, it's cute to see it try though. Wait, is it actually Digimon again? Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, I don't. Yeah, for a second, it felt like he was gonna go into his mega form. It would have felt a little bit too early here. And at that point, this Digimon was he fucked up. Yo. Okay, I love that Stone Ice Cold finisher right there. Oh, Joe lost a lot of followers. And this is why they should be utilizing their ultimate forms a lot more quicker. But hey, you know what? Better late than never. Oh, okay. I mean, his followers are still there. Aww. You know, they all equally contributed this week. I've been waiting to hear him say, Oni-chan! Finally, we got all the crew together again. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta give credit where credit is due. This episode, even though, yes, I kind of would have wished to have seen Gabumon captured, I think the little flashback did enough to where it satiated my satiated my curiosity on that. And yeah, let me explain why I thought it was out of 10 worthy. For one, at least it was nice to finally get to see the first encounter between Gabumon and Yamato and why they became friends, because Gabumon proved himself as an excellent friend when he risked his life for Yamato when they first met in the digital world, even though when he was showed up, he wasn't super strong from the get-go. I thought that was really darn beautiful. It makes the bond between the two a lot more glorious to watch. And even though, yes, I felt the action sequences in this episode lacked amazing choreography because it was mostly just Regarumon just attacking the opposition and that's it. Not much creative choreography here. But hey, you know what? Even though the fight scenes weren't beautiful, at least the episode had heart. And also from a character standpoint, I do like how now Takeru is sharing off details in regards to how their family between himself and Yamato divorced and how they were going towards separate family members. I like that. At least it shows you why Yamato has that coldness. Hey, oh, it looks kind of cute. Yo, we finally gonna get to see Goemon utilize his Mega. Oh, fuck. But hey, you know what? It's probably not gonna happen next week though, because they're not gonna give Goemon his Mega form if Gabumon doesn't get it first. Because it's always Agumon gets the cool shit first. Then after that, it's Gabumon that gets it, and then everyone else afterwards gets all their cool stuff. At least that's how it usually rolls in Digimon series. At least from the ones I watched. Now, from what I liked about the character standpoint, even though, yes, it wasn't Joe or Goemon that took down the main enemy, it didn't matter because he played enough of a Catridian factor. He got rid of the shockwaves, utilizing his sound, and in addition to getting rid of the shockwaves, something else that I also really loved about this episode too, I did love the fact that for this one, you got to see Joe actually make himself useful by giving Yamato a means of climbing up the mountain a lot more quickly by putting the spikes on the mountain. That was at the very least a really good usage of the abilities of Gomamon when he was in his champion form. And that's what I thought that was nice characterization for Joe. You see, and some nice character development. You see Joe become much more calmer in stressful situations, and he's much more a quick thinker alongside Gomamon. And I love the character development for Yamato where he would literally be willing to throw his life away to save Gabumon. And I like that cute little joke where he says that, I got my stubbornness from you. That was absolutely beautiful. So that's what I thought. Even though the action sequences weren't pretty, this script more than made up for it with massive amounts of characterization and character development. Now, from an animation standpoint, yeah, you can definitely tell. So we kind of phoned it in a little bit because the chins and the necks weren't well defined. And yes, it was really noticeable. Especially since I just recently, yesterday I watched Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, and that looked absolutely gorgeous. And that's another anime animated from Toei. And then today, not even like 5 minutes, like even like 3-4 minutes before I reacted to this episode, I finished up my reaction to Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure. And that series was, wow, it was epic tier visuals in comparison to what Digimon got. So, yeah, from an animation standpoint, you can tell this is probably Toei's C team. But regardless, so they did a serviceable enough job. Like when the scenes needed to look good, like when you saw little Gabumon take the blast so that Yamato wasn't hitting the flashback. Or when you saw at least the finisher attack, it stood out in a good way. So when it comes to the visuals, they had more moments when they missed in the major sequences. It's just the first half that looked a little bit wonky overall. As for the vocal performances, amazing. Yamato's voice actor did it again. He was absolutely fantastic, or should I say voice actress, whichever one of the two it is. So he was amazing. The music utilized was absolutely fantastic. And that's why I feel this episode is worthy of a 9.25 out of 10. In my opinion, because yes, it may not have had It may not have pretty action, but it finally touched on things I was hoping for. The divorce element between Takeru and Yamato, at least for me personally, I feel that was relatable in the original series and it really resonated with me. And seeing that plot point emphasized in this episode, at least even a small extent, meant a lot to me. 2, Joe isn't a joke anymore because that's something I like. With the series, it kind of already acknowledges that Taichi and Yamato are the most important two in the series, and then there's everyone else. At least here, they had Joe actually do something. Which is more than I could say for some of the side characters like Sora, who literally almost has nothing to do. And that's why this episode radiated with me. Even though, yes, it wasn't pretty, the script more than made up for it, in my personal opinion. And you know me, I prefer visuals over pretty colors any day of the week. Without hesitation. Give me that. Give me great storytelling over beautiful Sakuga quality animation every episode, any day of the week. At least that's just my personal opinion. And I really wish Toei takes that to heart in future episodes, because this episode, it's giving me hope again. And please, Toei, please don't make me lose hope again. Because I kind of lost faith in you a little bit with the Anja Womon evolution a few episodes ago. Please don't fumble again. You have another chance with me. Don't fuck up the Takeru and Yamato divorce thing. When it comes to the parents divorcing, don't fuck it up. Toei, please do a great job on that. I don't know. I'm gonna lose absolute hope in you, Toei. Absolute and utter hope. Oh, hello, Static Shadic. I was just mentioning that I love the episode overall. I rated it 9.25 out of 10. But I mentioned that if Toei fucks up and talking about the divorce between Yamato and Takeru's parents, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Oh, I already mentioned my thoughts on the episode, though, but I'll do a quick recap, though. I thought the episode was great overall. I give it a 9.25 out of 10 because they finally gave Joe a lot to do. He was actually a contributing factor into them defeating the enemy Digimon when he put those spikes on the wall so that... I know they did mention it, Static Shadic, the divorce, and they gave us a taste of it, but I hope Toei gives us the full love because I remember the original series showing flashbacks, so... But for Toei, I want them to go full force. I don't want them to half-ass things. I actually want them to go out when they tackle the divorce topics. Because I don't want just a taste. I want the full load all over my face. Because they already fucked up and not showing us Wizardmon. And I'm not... And with that alone, I was kind of pissed off about that. So at least when it comes to divorce, Toei, please don't fuck that up. But yeah, just to mention Static Shiddick, while I did like that for now... I'm going to need more of that in future episodes, though. You know? Because that was one of my favorite elements in Digimon, the original. That's what made it memorable. The divorce and the death of the Digimon that starts with the W and ends with an N. That happened. I agree. That backstory was amazing. That's why I thought it was 9.25 out of 10 worthy, because it was nice to get to see how Yamato was closed off from other people until he met Gabumon. So that's why I really loved what they did in the episode. At least in my personal opinion. Yeah, it really does make sense. It's really making me appreciate the series even more. And as for my thoughts on the episode, another thing I liked too is even though, yes, the action sequences didn't look pretty, I thought it did a great job of mentioning some major information when it comes to how they met and why Yamato is the way he is too, because anything like divorce would kind of close you off from people on occasions. It just depends on how you take it. So that's something else I liked about this episode too. And I liked the fact that it showed you that Yamato was willing to lay down his life on the line for Gabumon. I thought that was beautiful. And that's pretty much an abridged version of what I thought about the episode overall, Static Shading. As for the animation quality, I did mention the first half didn't have great animation quality, save for the sequences involving the Yamato and Gabumon backstory information. And the final cuts of the fight scene in the episode were the ones that looked good. Everything else kind of looked wonky on occasions, like the chin and necks looked a bit thinner than usual. But I'd say other than that, though, I thought the episode looked good when it needed to look good. Yeah, that's what I love. How Joe was useful. Now, when it comes to Digimon 2020, now the title the most useless is Sora. Because now Joe has gone above Sora for me when it comes to usefulness. And that's something I liked about this episode too. But yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts, Static Shadek. And do you have any other questions before I go, though? Because after this, I don't think I noticed the tease on Metal Garurumon. I hope that happens, though. I would love that. I would love to see him. But we'll probably get the full. We'll get him at his full glory probably in a future episode. That's gonna be my guess. I don't know why my timer shut off. I mean, the reaction's over anyway, but yeah, that's a good question. I think it got teased, especially seeing his form at the end, but not the form of that specific Digimon, but it felt like they were showing it. Well, the thing is that Shadek, what has Sora done though so far? Because Mimi's done more than Sora, Taichi's done more, Yamato's done more, Taku's done more, and now Joe's done more too with this episode officially. Sora, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still like Sora, but Toei's doing a bad job with her so far. Like, you can just tell the lack of respect for Sora from Toei's part because unless the episode spotlights Sora, they usually don't give her much to do. Here, it's spotlight Yamato, and they still give Joe a lot to do, you know? And then when it comes to Sora, her episodes aren't even beautifully animated at all. Yeah, but did they give her... But ask yourself this, Derek Shadek. Did they give Sora characterization? Did they actually give her a lot of speaking lines? Just think about that for a second. Now, compared to her speaking lines to Mimi, they gave Mimi a lot of speaking lines than Joe. So that assist, while yeah, it was there, that assist kind of felt hollow though. In comparison to what Joe, Mimi, and the others get, it just felt hollow because that just makes Sora more of a utility and not a character with her own desires and goals and personality. That's the thing that's the issue of when I have with Toei when it comes to the Sora treatment. They have to do a better job with Sora. I think there's even memes online too that kind of make fun of the uselessness of Sora too. I'm not the only one that has that opinion, too. A lot of people think Toei's been treating Sora pretty badly in the last few episodes. Because when it comes to Toei, we know that they're Mimi biased. Like, Toei's not even hiding their Mimi bias. Like, all of Mimi's fights get prettier animation than Sora's fights. Like, look at how much Palomon gets better treatment than Piomon. That's what I mean, like, you can just tell, like, the bias from Toei against Sora. And I like Sora in the old series. I don't hate Sora in this series. I just feel disappointed with how she's being utilized. Just disappointment. But no, I don't dislike her. I just feel like they could be using her way better. That's all. And don't get me wrong, those instances where she does assist someone, I mean they're nice and all, but I want more than that though. I want Sora to actually have much more lively conversations with the other characters. I mean, here's what I mean by lively interactions. Like in the last few episodes of Digimon, you have Koshiro actually pitching lines sometimes, even when he's not fighting. Or you've got sometimes Joe pitching in lines, even if he's not the main spotlight. With Sora, it was even like a joke a few episodes ago, like when they were in the human world, they didn't give Sora much time to talk like when Ikari was there. She was just mostly just staring off in the distance as like a pretty face. Like that's what I mean when it comes to Sora. They don't give her enough lines. He's just there as a decoration sometimes. That's what I mean by Sora. Like they don't give her the treatment she deserves. Which is a shame because I really do like Sora in the original series. But who knows? Maybe Toei will fix that. I mean, I hope they do. Because my guess is they do have a lot of Sora merchandise to release, you know? And I still hold out hope. Yeah, and that's pretty much the issue Toei's had with Sora. They really don't know what to do with her. At least so far, they don't know what to do for her. And the thing is, if it was just this series, it wouldn't be that bad. But we know how much Sora got screwed over in Try, and also in Kizuna. So it ain't just this series that she got screwed over. She got screwed over in other series too. So it's definitely a bias against Sora. Because if it was just this instance, it wouldn't be so bad. But we've got multiple instances of Toei just not showing her care in the world when it comes to Sora. Which is a shame. because I think she's one of their biggest assets in the series. I mean, I remember back in the day, the shipping between Sora and Taichi was like so popular. You know, at least back in the day. And it ain't so popular now. But man, I remember that thing. There being debates over who Taichi should be paired up with. You know, when it came to like the huge ass fandom over Sora and Taichi. But yeah, hope that gives you the full context to why I've been disappointed with how Sora's been treated lately. Because I just want to see her do more. That's all. But I guess for now, I'm going to try to be a bit more patient. For now. And who knows, maybe it might be a matter of time. Maybe eventually Toei will figure something out. At least I hope, because Toei has capable writers in their company. They just, hopefully, their capable writers just start landing on Sora episodes. I guess that's another hope, too. Maybe eventually things will turn around once we get more Digimon 2020 episodes. I mean, I guess that's another hope, too. But, yeah. That's pretty much my thoughts on the episode and the whole Sora situation in a nutshell, Static Shake. I thought the next episode preview, it looks like it could be a fun comedic episode. I actually like how Joe's front and center in next week's episode. And saying that, though, you can definitely tell that the production values are going down, because since now that Toei's premiered Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure, you can definitely tell Toei's putting a lot more focus on that in Dragon Quest over Digimon. Like, out of the shows that Toei's doing, you can tell Digimon's not getting the short end of the stick. Since I follow a lot of Toei animes, like, literally, this series, I felt the animation dip quality the moment Toei started doing Tropical Rouge Pretty Cure. So you can definitely tell Toei, it looks like they're just focusing on the other shows right now over Digimon. Which is a shame, because I actually still like Digimon, you know? But I do love Dragon Quest, and I do love Pretty Cure more, so as like a guy who's watching a lot of Toei animes, it's a tough situation for me right now, because it's like, if I see one show that I like from Toei prospering, it's most likely the other shows are going to suffer for it, because Toei can only have so much anime to spread around. But overall, though, it still looks like a fun preview. Even if the animation quality doesn't look up to par, I think it looks like a lot of fun, though. And I'm still excited to see it. Because y'all know me, I love me my Joe Senpai moments in the series. And I think it can be absolutely hilarious sometimes, so I'd say for me personally, I think there's a lot more that increases my expectations exponentially in the episode preview versus anything that lowers them exponentially. But yeah, overall though, I'm excited. Although if you ask me though, when it comes to Toei animes, I'm excited more for Dragon Quest and Precure though, because Toei's giving those two like the King's treatment versus what Digimon's getting. But yeah, these are my thoughts though. So anyways, y'all, right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Static Shake for commenting on the live chat. And also everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all have a great and safe day. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe if you do not want to miss my Digimon 2020 episode 39 reaction. I agree, yeah, there's always more room for them to grow, and that's what I like about them too. And I hope Toei takes advantage of that. And anyways, right before I go, I'd like to say thank you again to Static Shake for commenting on the live chat. Well, yeah, true. True, I hope when they get the megas, it feels earned. But anyways, right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Static Shake for commenting on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you have a great, safe, and fantastic day. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone. True on that, Static Shake.